Hello everybody, today I'm at the Hilton Hotel in Woking, which is my favourite hotel in Woking. It's a very nice hotel, not least because they give you a free warm cookie when you check in, yum yum. So the hotel's quite modern. It's been revamped a couple of years ago. You get a nice big bed, big headrest is in, nice lights, you possibly get power sockets by the bed, which not all hotels have. Quite annoying. They give you a nice big TV, which is good. That's like a 40 inch, 45 inch, something like that. It's nice. And they give you a nice desk to work from, which is important. So I typically work as an IT consultant, often 3 to 4 days a week from hotels, depending on my project. So here, it's always nice to have a nice place to work from. So here you've got a comfortable chair and a desk which is at a good height, quite a large desk as well, with good lighting, which is all important. So today I thought I would tell you about my laptop sort of setup and the accessories I carry with me on a daily basis, as well as some accessories I take with me specifically for hotels. So here we go. So the bag I use to carry my Surface Book 2 in is this, which is the TUMI T-Tech badge. It's a slim rucksack with handle at the top, handle at the side, shoulder straps, and a big shoulder strap there as well. The reason I like it is because it's very slim, it's got a number of pockets, and I think it looks good. Also, it's got another feature. It's got a feature where in here it's got a badge. So if you were to lose your bag, I've registered this badge with this unique number on here, the T-Tech website. So if somebody finds my bag, they can log onto the website and find my personal details. Well, company T-Tech can find my to me, can find my details and return the bag to me. It's a bit of a long shot if someone would actually do that, but you'd hope if you lose bag at an airport or something, the staff at the airport would use this unique identifier to find and return the bag to me. On the outside of the bag, I have two items. The first is Tile Sport. So again, this is to if I lose a bag at a cafe or on a bus or train or whatever, I can use the Tile application on my phone to hopefully find the bag. If it's nearby and I've just misplaced it to my house, for example, I can get the Tile to actually make a noise and it'll start beeping, playing tune, and I'll be able to hear which room it's in my house, for example, and find it that way, which is good. Also, I have a torch on here. It's a solar powered torch. Cost me like £3.50 years ago. It's dead cheap, but it comes in useful. So you never have to charge it up because it's all just solar powered. It's got its own internal battery. I have used it to walk along dark paths sometimes, and it's been fine. I've used it for like up to 10 minutes at a time to see my way along the dark path, and it's been good. So there you go. Cheap, simple, effective. So in here, this bag's got, like I said, it's got a few pockets. In here, I keep a couple of pens, old school, I know, useful. So the first one I've got in here is this Anker device. So the Surface Book 2 does come with two USB-A ports and a USB-C port. But before I had my Surface Book 2, I had the Surface Pro 3, as you may have seen in my previous video. That only had one USB-A port, which was a bit limiting. So I got this from Anker. It's a extended 3-port USB hub. So you get 3 USB-A sockets here, plus you get an Ethernet socket, which has proven to be very useful sometimes. So this just connects into a single USB-A port on your laptop and gives you 3 ports for the exchange of one, which is useful. On here I just keep a micro USB cable. It's always useful to have here. I've got 64 gigabit USB stick there, very small. You can keep it on your laptop or on here, it's fine. And I've got one port 3, so that's good. To get the Ethernet working, you do just plug this into the USB-A of your laptop. The Ethernet starts working. Really useful, very good. So then in the awesome bag, if I lift this flap up, I've got 2 pockets at the bottom here. These are kind of open pockets. Tissues, useful. Have to get a cold occasionally. One is to mop up, drink, whatever. And I've got another micro USB cable. And also in here I have, this is like a backup pair of earphones. These are Samsung earphones which came with one of my previous phones. It's just useful to have if you forget your primary set of earphones. In the zip pocket I have the Google Chromecast. So it comes with a plug, but usually you can actually plug this into the HDMI socket of a television and plug the USB-A socket into another port on the same television. Then you get the ability to stream content from your laptop or your mobile phone straight to a television. This is the extender. You don't need to use this, but you can just use this. This is really so it's intended if the TV port is a bit hard to get to, that's thin and slimmer, so easier to access than sticking this in alone. However, as I'm in hotels, I only use it in hotels, to keep it all together I just store it like this, which is good. If you do need to use power, all you do is plug the USB-A into the power socket, and there you go. Nice and easy. In the main compartment of my bag, by the way, this bag cost me, well, the RRP is £260, which is very expensive. I paid £60 at Bicester Village, it's a retail outlet. You can actually zip the bag up to make it even slimmer, but it actually that makes it very slim, so I just keep it in an expanded state. So in the main compartment I have my Surface Book 2 15-inch version. Like I said, it only just fits inside the bag, so I might actually get a bigger bag, just a bit more comfortable and I can fit more inside it. Because as the bag is quite slim, you can fit power supply in here, really, but not too much else. So yeah, I might get a bigger bag. If you have any suggestions, please comment below as to which bag I should get to hold my Surface Book 2 15-inch. So in here, Surface Book 2. There we go. Also in the bag I always keep the power supply that I've actually already cut out, so that is on the desk here. It is, one second, this brick here, which does have a USB-A port here, so if you want to charge your phone or something else off of the brick, you can do. Also in the bag I always carry an Anker 5-port USB power hub. So it's not for transferring data. You can't transfer data using this, purely for power. And this allows me to charge up to 5 USB devices at a time. I always use Anker cables as well, just because I know and like the brand. But with these, these are USB-A, and I've got 5 micro USB cables. But I'm charging my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus at the moment via USB-C, using micro USB to USB-C adapter that I always carry with me. If I'm not using the 5-port Anker hub, I can use this Anker battery. This is it's got Quick Charge 3 technology built in, which means it charges devices very quickly. It detects if they are iOS, so iPhone or Android. And again, I've got a USB-A to USB-C cable here. This charges up via micro USB. So just plug that in, you get the lights. This is it's almost half charged. So that's actually quite a large battery in terms of capacity, but it's actually not too big to carry with me. It's that big. So fits into my coat pocket or my trouser pocket very easily. Very good. Just compare it to the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It's that big. Okay. So my current phone is the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It's the larger of the 2 Samsung Galaxy 9 versions. With this, I've got the Spigen case, which I like. My 3-year-old son has thoroughly tested this, and I actually had the same case on the Galaxy S7 Edge as well, so I know it works. Because my son throws it across the room. I've dropped it on tiles, gravel, everything. So it's fully protected on the back and all sides. It's not protected at all on the front, other than it's got a lip at the top and bottom. So if you drop it, it won't actually go face first onto the glass, as long as it's a flat surface, like a paving slab or a table or whatever. If you drop it on gravel, then yes, it will hit the glass, but so far I haven't had any issues. It's no scratches at all. And my Galaxy S7, which I had for 2 years, that is also in mint condition. I've given that to my dad now, and it's as new. My S7 Edge case, so a Spigen version of this on the S7 Edge, that had some serious dents on it, and but the actual phone itself is still mint condition. This case has got, probably can't see on camera, but some of the corners are shiny, whereas the rest of the case is matte, which shows that the case has been dropped, possibly quite severely. And yeah, no damage to the case at all, to the phone at all. The case is all scratched at the back, but you only sort of notice it if you look. What I really like about this case is it's got a kickstand. So if you're on a train, you can actually sit there and just watch a film, and you can have this configuration. So if the phone's near you, you can watch it like this, it's comfortable. If the phone is a bit further away or the table's higher up, just turn the phone over and it's a bit more vertical. So that's vertical, and that's more sort of 45 degrees. So it's a very well thought out case, very strong, and has a kickstand, which is nice. Okay, also my bag here, we have an Amazon Basic mouse mat. So Basics mouse mat. So some hotels have tables with glass worktops, which is bad for optical mice. So I just bought myself a cheap mouse mat to use. It's actually decent quality. It's very flexible, so I'll just chuck it in my bag. I've had this for about 2 years now, and it still looks as new, and it works really well. So that's all you need. Also in here, speaking of mouse mats and mice, I have the Microsoft Arc mouse. So to activate it, you do that, the light comes on, and now it's a mouse. If you can hear this, it's the middle part of it. It acts like a wheel, and if you do that, you spin it. It's got the same effect as a wheel on a real mouse, which is quite nice. This looks quite nice. It's definitely very thin. Do I like it? It's alright. It's not as nice as a real mouse, but for portability, this is good. Along with that, I'll just keep some spare batteries. I also carry with me this Samsung device. Can you guess what it is? It is a USB based speaker. So you can see one of my previous videos where I did an unboxing of it. I never actually got around to doing a review, because I really haven't used it that much. It clips onto, what can clip onto the top of your laptop, like this, isn't this clamp here? It goes up. And it can do directional or omnidirectional microphone pickup. It's not focusing there, is it? Yeah. But it's supposed to be very good quality. However, I found the quality from my laptop was adequate enough anyway. So I haven't really had the need to get this out and use it. I might do. I actually bought it with the intention of doing some online courses, creating courses on udemy.com. I haven't done that yet. I've penciled out some courses to create, but I just haven't actually got around to doing that yet. And with this sort of login, I'm using my camera, the Canon G7X camera, which hopefully the audio is good on. So I just haven't really had need to use this yet. But carry it with me anyway. Also in here, I have a microfiber cloth for cleaning the screen of my laptop. I have a old-fashioned notebook, comes in useful occasionally. I have this charging dock for my phone, my watch. I've got the Samsung Gear S3 watch, and this is how you charge it. You plug micro USB into this. So typically I'd use my 5-port USB hub from Anker to charge this. This isn't the official version, because I've got that at home. I got this version for about £10 off Amazon, and it's not as fast, but if you're charging watch overnight, it does the job. Okay, my next item is this. These are tips for the Surface Book 2 pen. Here's a pen. So you can actually remove the pen tip, and replace it with one of these. So these relate to the pencil sizes. So you have 2H, HB and B. 2H looks like a bit like a cone, and HB looks like a round thing with a dome on top, and B just looks like a round thing. It's not focusing, but you get the idea. So I'm not an artist. I don't like to write much. I'm not too sure I got these. It's about £17, I think. Quite expensive, I think. But I haven't even tried these yet. I should try them. But apparently the different pencil or tips will give the user a different feel, and I think one might be better for drawing, might be better for writing, or that sort of thing. So I might try them out later and give a review. Now this I quite like. It is a retractable network cable. So you have RJ45 cables at either end. It's a flat kind of UTP cable, and I think it's meter or just over a meter long. It's good. It works. It's quite cheap as well. To retract it, you just do that, let go, and it's there. Yeah, it just fits my bag nice and easily. It's very nice. I've got an older USB 2 8 gigabit stick. Don't really need it now. I've got a 64-bit gigabit version, which is USB 3, but I'll keep it anyway. Yeah. This is a card reader from Anker. The Surface Book 2 comes with an SD card reader built in, which is nice. This also has MS, SD and CF, the Combat Flash. I've got a SLR, which is a Canon 40D, which I do want to upgrade at some point, but haven't yet. So that has a Compact Flash disc card in it, and this allows me to read that when needed. This is a USB to micro USB connector. It came with my my phone, which is the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. It allows me to USB-C. Allows me to connect things to my phone, so I can, in theory, even in practice, I have tried it, it does work. You can connect USB storage into your phone. So if you want to store photographs or backup items from your phone to disk, or copy data from USB to your phone that way, you can do, and it works well. Here I've got two devices, but they're kind of combined. So the Ledger Nano S, this is where I store my cryptocurrency for long-term storage. It's a hardware-based wallet. It's a highly secure wallet for storing cryptocurrencies, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. Which is great, except for one silly design here. It's got a female micro USB connection here, which means you can't just connect it to your laptop, which is also female. You need an adapter. So I got myself, you can use this cable, but cable's long and rubbish. So I've just got myself this adapter here. It's micro USB to USB A. So I can just slot it straight into my laptop, and it works. So it works well. yeah, doesn't allow me to close this. Maybe I should just take this off. Oh, it comes off like that. But actually, I think I want to keep that on because the screen there, I think, could potentially break if crushed by other objects in my case. So I should keep that on there. Just as a note, when I keep things in my case, I like to sort of chain them so they're not loose in my case. So that's good. The last item I carry with me in my case is this. So this RJ45 network cable, one end, like so, like that. USB-A for power, and all this does is it is a portable wireless hotspot. So if your hotel has an RJ45 network connection, which actually most hotels don't, this hotel doesn't, but if they do, you can plug this into the port and give yourself a wireless hotspot. Then all of your devices can talk to this. The issue with hotels is you have to connect all of your devices. So your mobile phone, we have two mobile phones, I've got a work mobile phone as well, your camera, your mobile phone, your laptop, so your work laptop, your personal laptop, any sort of device which uses wireless internet. At a hotel, you have to log on with username and password, which kind of sucks. So if you have this, all of your devices will have this network in memory anyway. You plug this into the hotel's port, and then your devices connect to this. They don't need to connect to the hotel's Wi-Fi, which works really well. I've also used this at a client site. The client site, the wireless network was really bad. We had more members of staff than we had physical network ports. So I plugged this in to the switch. We were in like a downstairs room with a 4-port switch with like 6 members of staff needed to use the internet. I plugged this into the switch, and whoever didn't have a physical network cable connection was able to connect to my wireless network, and it worked really well. So that's everything that I carry with me on a daily basis. Some items I carry with me just for hotel usage are control pad. So this is the Xbox control pad. With the Surface Book 2, it's got the receiver built into it, so you can actually use the version 1 Xbox control pad without Bluetooth. The later versions of the control pad have Bluetooth built in. I have one as well, but I keep that at home for my Steam Link device. This early version of the control pad works natively with my Surface Book 2, which is fantastic. I carry a 4-port power extender. This room does have power sockets next to the bed, which is great. A lot of hotels don't have power sockets near the bed, which means it's a bit annoying because I like to have my phone and my watch on charge next to my bed, on my bedside table, so I can see the time if I'm half asleep. I can turn my alarm off just by reaching over. I don't have to go to the far side of the room to go to my phone where it's on charge to turn off the alarm. Also, I carry with me, only for hotels again, an Anker keyboard and mouse. Guess I'm a bit of an Anker fanboy. So the keyboard and the trackpad on the Surface Book 2 are actually really good. I got this a few years ago when I didn't have the Surface Book 2, but I had the Surface Pro 3. So what I did was I would put the Surface Pro 3 on the table with the keyboard folded away. So you'd have a screen here, keyboard behind, and I'd use this wireless keyboard as a full-size keyboard in front of the Surface Pro 3. The mouse is quite a nice mouse actually. It's got USB A connection here for some RF 2.4 GHz connection. It's very reliable, quite a decent mouse, it's very comfortable, good size. So that's my setup. My main earphones used to be the Bose QC25 with noise cancellation. They were fantastic. They were wired, so to phone or whatever, via the 3.5mm jack, and I used them literally for every day for about 3 years, in the car and at work. The noise cancellation was really good. I would be in an office, you could still hear people talk, because with noise cancellation it cancels out constant noises, like air conditioning units or the hum of traffic. It isn't very good with people's voices because the pitch varies. But for an office environment with background noise or air conditioning noise, they were fantastic. But after 3 years they broke, and Bose wouldn't repair them. They would offer me £50, I think it was, rebate on a new pair, but they were £260, now they are £250 on the John Lewis website. I'm not too keen to get another pair because they're wired. I prefer to go wireless now, and they broke after 3 years, which wasn't great. The way they broke was they made like a humming noise, like a very loud humming noise. I treated them really well, very carefully. So I don't think it was anything to do with like a broken cable. The box with the inline box had an amplifier built into it, and I think it's an electronic part within there which failed, not through kind of wear and tear, just don't know. But yeah, well, I wasn't very impressed that they broke after 3 years. They shouldn't have really. So now my current primary set of headphones are these. These are wireless earphones, the Samsung level earphones. I actually got these for free with my Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge a few years ago. But they sound good, they stay on my ear pretty good. The only real disadvantage of these, bit of a design flaw, is the power button is here, so you hold it in to turn the earphones on or off, and I keep these in my coat pocket, and if I am holding something, usually a child, so my son or daughter, both 1 and 3, I hold them to my chest and it turns these on. If I have these in my bag, they often get turned on by mistake. It's just really annoying. So I'm looking to replace these. Not too sure what with yet. I don't like the Bose QC30s because they have a neck band, so they're not really that portable. You can't just put them in your pocket like you could with the QC20s, which I used to have, but QC20s were wired, not wireless. So I'm not too sure what to get. I might get the Bose QC35 Mark II, which are over-the-ear headphones with Google Assist built in, but they're a bit more bulky. You can't put them in your pocket. So I might continue with these, plus get the Bose QC25 Mark IIs as well for hotel use, because they are they do have noise cancellation, which I really do like. I always travel with a 2-in-1 plug. This is really useful. I've used it on a train with sitting next to somebody, because trains offer one plug socket, and this allows me to allow 2 people to charge the laptops or phones from one plug socket. Also at offices, often I've worked at places, client sites, where they don't have enough plugs. So again, this allows 2 people to charge laptops all day from one socket. So it's an essential bit of kit. So this is my typical laptop setup. I've got the Surface Book 2 15-inch version folded back like this. Unfortunately, the screen doesn't have a kickstand. The Surface Pro 3 did have a kickstand, which was really useful. This screen doesn't, but it does this anyway, so it's fine. And also in this configuration, you've got the bigger battery pack, which isn't actually needed here because I'm plugged into the mains. But also you do have the GX 1060 video card in here if you want to play games. The pen can be positioned on the left or right side, like so. With the 13-inch version, it's only on one side, and folding the laptop this way gives me plenty of desk space, in which I can keep the full-size keyboard with numpad and have a full-size mouse. So it's very comfortable, very easy to use, very quick to set up, and that is that. So I'll include a description and links to all of the kit I've shown you in the field below. And if you like this video, please subscribe and also hit the bell so you get notifications of my videos all the time. And if you have any questions or comments, please also comment below. And I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.